Barakatah Howard.
Barakatah Howard.
Barakatah Howard Shai.
Barakatah Howard Shai.
Barakatah Howard.
They shall not regard their kings
Barakatah
nor
Howard Shai.
princes, and the course of their action.
Barakatah Howard.
Barakatah Howard.
Barakatah Howard Shai.
Barakatah Howard Shai.
That's lucky for that. We're going to start off by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honor to our apostle, elders, great millstone, that teach rule well. Peace, man, safe to the whole flag, pushing this truth week in, week out. And sincerity, charity, and love, and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai to the four corners of the earth. All right, we just start right at the top. What?
The second Ezra, the 15th chapter. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right, the Lord says, speak thou in the ears of my people, all right? The Lord is also, that's being the Lord being possessive. That he has a certain lineage of people that he's talking to. All right, he said the words of prophecy. The word prophecy means to tell before something happens, man. All right, he said that he will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So the Lord gonna give us the understanding of these prophecies, man. All right, to be able to go out and teach the nations. All right, teach our people. Foremost and first off. Go ahead.
Yeah, this actually happened in the scriptures as well. Where the Lord commanded Moses to go teach. He said he wasn't a fair speech, and the Lord told him he would put the words in his mouth. So this has happened before. So when the Lord say he's gonna put the words in our mouth, he will do that. All right. It says, as is caused them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
All right, that's the scriptures, man. The words. And they are faithful and they are true. The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. Everything he says comes to pass. Go ahead.
Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee.
Right, we're not worried or bothered by you people's unbelief, man. All right, whether you believe or not, all right, we're going to serve you how Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, go ahead.
It's like, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
That's right, man. So all you unfaithful people, man, see how Bashim Yahushai, all you people who don't want to listen, all right, you people are going to die, man. All right, everybody who didn't want to serve you how Bashim Yahushai.
Yeah, because scripture say, the some did not believe, so we're not worried about their beliefs, man, whether you believe or not. Our beliefs don't require you to. Our beliefs don't require you to.
All right.
Salaki, 1 second. It says, behold, said the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. These things, the Lord's going to bring plagues. These plagues are finna hit, a.k.a. Babylon, very soon, man. All right? The rest of the world have been hit with some of these plagues, and famine and death. See, let's think about the Lord is saving the whore, the great whore for last, man. This place is going to be hit with those things, you're going to look up, it's going to be a food shortage. All right? Look at the gas prices that are totally increasing. All right? This place is going to be destroyed as well. Okay? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hopeful works are fulfilled.
Yeah, their hopeful works are fulfilled, man. Their plans are being fulfilled, man. All right, their wickedness has specifically polluted the whole earth, man. All right, everywhere you turn, there's wickedness. There's no righteousness in the earth but the man of the Lord, man. All right, everything else is wicked. Everything else, they promote wickedness at an all-time high. These jump shots out here, these licking low women out here, man. These people finna die, man. Go ahead, bro.
I will not hold my tongue.
Start. 15-7.
Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they have profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves.
Yeah, so the Lord not holding his tongue no more. He's not holding his tongue to the man of the Lord, man. We're the ones out here combating against the whole world, man. All right, we're the only ones out here who's against wickedness. We're the only ones that out here speaking up about righteousness, man. All right, that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, if you revert back to the top, what the Lord say? He said he will put those words in our mouth. All right, that's why we can go out here and prophesy. That's why we can go out here and stand boldly against our enemy, man. And let him know that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to destroy this place, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
Yeah, the souls of the just are the men, the elect, the men of the Lord. Like I said, we're the only ones that's out here. We're the only ones that have a problem with this place. You know? We're crying unto the Lord to deliver us up out of here, man. Nobody else is doing this thing of ours, man. All right, we're continually saying, Lord, how long? How much longer do we have to suffer this unrighteous kingdom that we live in? Go ahead.
Also, the scriptures say, go ahead, watchmen that shall sigh and cry day and night until Jerusalem is a praise of the earth again.
So give them no rest, yeah.
Give them no rest, you know.
And that's why we have to do our videos. That's why we got to get on here. That's why we have to stay on top of videos out here. Stay on top of videos and go on the cap, man. Not giving this devil no rest, man. All right, go ahead.
And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among the earth, from among them.
Go ahead.
Behold, my people are led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
Yeah, man, our people are led to the flock like slaughter, man. I don't know no better. Out here getting jacked up. Have no recollection of the Lord, man. You know? The Lord is going to deliver us up out of this place, man. Go ahead.
He said, behold, my people are led to, he said, and I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Egypt, spiritually speaking of America. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretch out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. It will destroy all the land thereof. You know, that's how I'm just going to. You go to that Egypt, that goes into aka Babylon, aka America. All right. You know, the Lord is going to bring his mighty hand and stretch out his arm. All right, he's going to destroy this place. All right, to bring the nation of Israel up. The elect nation of Israel is going to be beamed up out of this place, man. All right. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that Yahweh Shai shall bring unto it. Yeah, this place is going to be upon it. You know, this place is going to be destroyed. You're going to have all type of things going on. All right, all hell is going to break loose. All right, you have Esau here running a buck. All right, the Lord is going to come back. Nukes are going to fly. It said Jacob's trouble is going to be a time like that has never been seen on the earth before. You know, we getting closer and closer to that time. You know, we're actually we almost at the finish line. You know, so we're going to see these things come to pass. We're going to see America be destroyed, man, by nuclear fire. All right. They that till the ground shall mourn for seeds, shall fail through though the blasting in hell and with a fearful constellation. All right, yeah, because it's not gonna be. It's like they that till the ground. They're not gonna be. It's not gonna be nowhere to be planted. There's not gonna be no planting life. All right, there's not gonna be. We're just going to the farmers. You're not gonna have that farming land. All this thing is going to be destroyed, you know. If you see, like, on the book of Eli, when he was walking around, all that grass that was coming up out of the concrete and things like that, that's how this place is going to be, man. Nobody's going to be out planting fields, you know. Good. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein.
Yeah, those who are in the world, man, who not serving Yahweh Shai. All right, woe to them and them that dwell here. All right, go ahead.
For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands.
All right, so that's it's going to be a civil war, man. All right, people going to be against each other, man. And that sword is a modern day killing instrument, man. All right, go ahead.
When there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Right, there ain't going to be no love in that day, man. All right? It's going to be sedition amongst men, you know? Jake's not going to have no sympathy for one another, man. All right? I'll take over reading. It says, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right? So they're going to... Go ahead.
Yeah, they're gonna cut off everything. All right, you're not gonna be able to just run around. Okay, let's say we here in Indianapolis. All right, I want to go to Gary. That's not gonna be optional anymore that day. All right, or even if you just want to go to the next town, that's not gonna be optional. You know, when martial law is filed, when they file for martial law, you have a curfew. You have different areas that's gonna be blocked off. They're gonna block off these cities, man. All right. When these cities are blocked off and these people can't do what they want to do, people going to get crazy and act crazy. You know?
It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, the man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. Yeah, it's going to be a lack of food out here, man, you know, and when it comes to down to a food shortage, guess what, man? It's every man for himself, all right? Taking off in the hat, no regard for a buddy down the street, you know, that he saw buy a whole cow and put it in his deep freezer and told him about it, talked about it, you know? Jake coming for that, man. You know, Jake going to be outside barbecuing, man. All right, people stomach touching their back. What do you think people are going to do, man? People are going to rob and kill for that, man. All right?
Okay.
It says, behold, said the Lord, I will call all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising. I'm going to end it right there, too. What is the great tribulation, you know what I mean? And so, Lord, what is edified to the body? And with that, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash. The water saw Apostle Elder Great Minister that teach real well. Peace, best sake to the whole for pushing this true weekend. We count with sincerity, charity, love, and the spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, and Shai throughout the four corners of the earth. With that, we want to say Shalom.
Shalom.